Hi, I'm Ramona Kraushaar, and I'm running for Boone County Clerk on May 20th. I come to you today to speak to you about one of my opponents. I've talked to you at length about the incumbent and his misdeeds. Today I come to you to talk about the other candidate in the race, Jim Sallee. When Mr. Sallee put in to run for county clerk, I met with him for over 2 hours in his office in Florence. I believe this was in February. Mr. Sallee is a very nice man. I found him very pleasurable, very knowledgeable. But unfortunately, he and I do disagree on several issues, and I want to talk to you about that today. Perhaps you agree with him, perhaps you'll agree with me. That's your decision as the voter. Mr. Sallee asked me one of the reasons why I was running, and I talked to him about the incumbent's failure to go to work. He works an average of 12 hours a week. We pay for a full-time clerk, and one of the reasons I'm running is to restore full-time leadership to the county clerk's office. Unfortunately, Mr. Sallee saw no problem with Mr. Brown only working an average of 12 hours. His reasoning was the clerk doesn't have a boss. I disagree wholeheartedly with this concept. The clerk does have a boss. I'm his boss. You're his boss. The citizens of Boone County are his boss. We pay his salary. We pay all the elected official salaries, and we are their voice. We are the people. I believe paying for a full-time clerk, we should have a full-time clerk, not a part-time clerk. So that distressed me because I do like Mr. Sallee, but I really don't want someone else in office who's going to only work 12 hours a week. I don't know what Mr. Sallee's plans are. I don't know if he plans on continuing to run his law office and work part-time as a clerk. I have no idea. So I would not sit here today and tell you what he plans on doing because I don't know. But it does disturb me that he doesn't think it's a problem that the clerk only work an average of 12 hours a week. The second thing that I disagreed with Mr. Sallee on was that as county clerk, you take an oath to uphold the Constitution of the Commonwealth and to obey the law of the Commonwealth. And when I pointed this out to Mr. Sallee, that we are not policymakers in the clerk's office, we are servants to the citizens, he disagreed with me. He said we could make policy in this office. Well, no, we can't. We take an oath to uphold the Constitution. And when I asked him about that, I said, what do you mean you could make policy? He said, well, all you have to do is issue a marriage license to a same-sex couple, and you've made policy. I stated to him that that really doesn't matter what your opinions are on same-sex marriage. Whether you're for it, whether you're against it, is totally irrelevant as county clerk. You cannot issue a marriage license to a same-sex couple because it is against the law in the Commonwealth of Kentucky. He and I disagreed on that. He's a very nice man. I enjoyed the 2 hours I spent with him, but we definitely have two sides of the coin. He's on one and I'm on the other. So I would appreciate you to seriously consider who you're voting for on May 20th. And I would appreciate your vote. Thank you.